Much joining us now, New York Republican Congressman Mike Lawler. Congressman, where do plans stand right now? Is there going to be a government shutdown?
Look, I've been very clear from the very beginning of my time in Congress, we cannot shut the government down. And that's why today we met as a conference and agreed to put a continuing resolution on the floor with a one-year farm extension, farm bill extension, as well as disaster relief and aid to our farmers who are struggling, in the post-pandemic world. So we have to get this across the finish line today and keep the government open. It would be the height of stupidity to shut the government down right before Christmas and heading into a new Congress. And so that's why I will absolutely vote in favor, and I encourage all of my colleagues on both sides of the aisle to do so. Look, there are provisions that were removed from the original proposed CR to this one, including health care funding for 9/11 first responders that I was 100% in favor of, as well as PBM reform and outbound controls on China. But those are issues that we're going to have to deal with in a new Congress and get them across the finish line. What cannot happen is that we shut the government down. And so folks can be upset about, particular issues that they wanted addressed not being in this new version, but to shut the government down is wrong. And I would just point out, Jake, because, a lot of the focus has been on, obviously, President Trump weighing in, and he rightly should weigh in. But where is Joe Biden? He's the sitting president of the United States. Nobody has heard a word from Joe Biden or the White House, and we're 8 hours away from a government shutdown. This is why Washington is so broken. You talk about the fact that we got to this point of a government shutdown. Go down the hall in the Senate. Chuck Schumer passed exactly 0 appropriations bills through the Senate floor this year. 0. So there is a lot of work ahead of us.
Yeah, it's
but
interesting.
We cannot shut the government down at this moment.
I certainly understand what you're saying, but at the same time, with all due respect, sir, you're going after the top Democrat in the Senate and a lame duck Democratic president. Your conference, the House Republican Conference, we go through this every single time Republicans control the House. You guys can't pass legislation. You can't govern.
Respectfully, Jake, we've actually passed a lot of
spending legislation, government funding legislation. I'm talking about government funding legislation.
We've passed a lot of legislation that has languished down the hall in the Senate.
Government funding legislation. Every time we go through this. Respectfully,
we passed a number of appropriations bills through the House floor. We passed all 12 through committee. We couldn't even get to a conference committee because Chuck Schumer and Senate Democrats, again, passed exactly 0 bills. So, yes, I get the frustration. I'm as frustrated as anybody. We have a tight majority in the House right now. We are currently still in a divided government. Senate Democrats are in control in the Senate, and Joe Biden is in control of the White House. And by the way, again, I reiterate, where is Joe Biden? Why has he not weighed in at all?
I'm not disagreeing with that point at all, and I'm not disagreeing with the point you're making about the Senate not passing any of your appropriations bills. But I also suspect that next year, when your party controls the House, the Senate, and the White House, we're still going to have this problem when it comes to government funding bills. Do you disagree?
Well, I've been very vocal within my own conference that everybody needs to recognize they are not going to get everything they want. And if they stomp their feet and vote no every time they don't get 100% of what they want, they will get nothing. Ed Koch famously said, if you agree with me on 9 out of 12 things, vote for me. If you agree with me on 12 out of 12 things, go have your head examined. The same applies to legislation. We're not going to agree on every little detail, but you have to find compromise. And I agree. Many in my conference at times have been unwilling to do that. But we are going to have complete control in Washington next year, and they're going to have to, whether they like it or not, or they will get nothing.
All right. Congressman Mike Lawler, if I don't see you, have a Merry Christmas, sir. Good to see you.
Thanks, Jake. Happy Hanukkah.
We want to get back to the breaking news in Germany, a deadly attack at a Christmas market about 90 miles south.